So the Waikato Museum of Art and History, which opened in 1987, I guess was primarily an art museum, although it did have significant history offerings, and also significant offerings in Māori culture and history.
The exhibition program is quite varied, and that affords us the ability to bring all sorts of different stories to our public. Both Waikato stories as well as, I guess, international or national stories. We endeavour to bring an international show in each year so that our audience has something of that international calibre to visit, as well as all of the cool, interesting local stories we produce.
So the opening of this museum was one of the most significant cultural events to ever occur in the Waikato. In some ways it symbolised a kind of cultural coming of age for our region, which I suppose, although it has a rich history and a rich heritage, it had been less served by cultural institutions in other parts of the country. So to have our purpose-built museum has meant a huge deal to the people of this region. I would say that the building is remarkably the same. So the architect, Ivan Mersep, had a unique vision for the building, which remains remarkably intact. Now, there have been some additions, principally the addition of the Excite extension in 1996. So the part of the building that Excite occupies dates about 20 years.
The average season for an exhibition is about 3 months. That's a museum standard around the world, and it actually comes back to how long objects can be on display, particularly works on paper or textiles. So as a result, the 3-month changeover is a standard practice. So within our galleries, you'll find that most galleries are changing out about 3 monthly. To develop that program, we produce a number of shows in-house, so research, curate, design, build and install. I guess what makes us different is the fact that we are ever changing. We have very few permanent galleries, but a very dynamic exhibition program of about 26 shows a year, because our audience is mostly made up of locals compared to, say, Auckland Museum or Te Papa, who get nearly 80% tourists. We get more like 80% locals. So a permanent offering wouldn't be attractive. So we offer a dynamic changing program. As Waikato Museum, we have our unique collecting policy, which helps guide us in what we collect. We are both the art gallery and the museum for the region. So when we look to acquire new objects, we're looking for artwork or objects that tell the Waikato story. That way we're not overlapping with other museums and their collecting. And as a result, we've got a very rich collection of artefacts that tell the Waikato story.